Coach, the baseball regular season is wrapping up across the parking lot, but football season in full swing now at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Yellow! Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Good job.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
All day, baby. Let's get this.
Yellow. Let's go, Eddie.
Mike 40. Drop deep.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
In your face.
Let's spread out a little bit.
Yellow.
48's the mic.
Watch the run. Why? Who? Baby, that's a baby shop.
Mike 48.
He can't hang.
Working from the gun, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Watch the backer.
Whip. Watch the whip.
After the penalty, it's McCoy. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Not today.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's go. We got this.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Here I come. I come. Full trot.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
Extreme. 218. Trouble.
Heavy, give me something. Give me something. Here we go, here we go. Check, 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 check.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Wahoo.
56.
Now Jackson.
56. Here we go, here we go.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Set hut. 70 ending. Check. 53's Mike.
You must be dreaming.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram, down to the 30 after a gain of 3. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Mike the 59.
Check, 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 check.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Let's go, boys.
That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
I'm going to come back.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Here we go.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Last stop.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Yellow.
Hey, watch the slant.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
That's it. That's it. Big hit.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Hey, Yellow, hey, go gun.
Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we're going to mic the 48, right?
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a first down.
Target. 57.
48.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at the 20. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Keep playing hard.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Hill going to try the right side. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Boom. Bus stop.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out.
Ready. Mike 5-9. Same on.
Hey, they're scared. 49, check 49.
Jackson from the shotgun. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore the middle of last year, led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Miles Boykin with his first career NFL touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
15. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Mike 40, Mike 40. I'm coming after you.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
48. Charlie. 48's Mike.
Watch the pass.
Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we're going to mic the 48 right now. Let's go.
Man, that's trash.
Yellow.
Check 48's the Mike. Check 48's the Mike.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Pernell McPhee able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, come on out here. Come get
To throw again. Jackson being chased out left. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Haywood. Hey, I got him. That's me.
Now it's Jackson.
Check Mike 50.
Rip left.
Man open left side. It's his running back with it. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the 1st down.
Mike's 59.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven 1st.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Topper!
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0.
Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Ancient Gator. 56. Not here. Mike 56.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Oh, yeah, that's the score, baby. That's
Miles Boykin with his second touchdown here in this first half as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes throwing the out route and complete. That's Hill.
Good work, boy.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. On first down, Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their...
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
That's what I'm talking about, boy. That's what I'm talking about.
Marquise Brown, his second touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Mahomes now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
40's Mike, 40's Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Seam 6.
Hey, 40's Mike, right there. 40's Mike.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops.
Let's do it.
And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Watch the run.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
From the gun, Jackson. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end.
Let's go.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Jackson now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Mike to 59.
Check pass, check pass.
Jackson's going to try the sneak. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left. Jackson will keep it. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, as time expires in the first half, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Butker now to kick this one away.
We got this.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Let's go, Mike, 50. Mike.
From the 27, Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Throwing is Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Let's go.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Add this gain to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Now Jackson on 1st down. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5.
There we go.
Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, Jackson. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Justice Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
All day.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10.
We got 3 fellas. We got 57 color.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side.
Let's go, baby.
A good pick up there, 26 yards.
He's got high 7.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught.
Here we go.
And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
All day,
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Again, it's McCoy. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the grab. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. Kelsey, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends. Attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason. And that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Mike 48.
Yellow.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up. 48. 48. 48.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Get the ball right here. Let's go.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Come on now.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know they're going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Lambeau. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Mahomes now on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Check 48.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes forced out to his left. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Check 50. Check 50. 66. Bullet high.
Watch out. Watch out.
Hey, Sunday.
Orbit.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Yellow. 180.
Got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Yellow.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
40's the Mike. All day.
Mike 40. Mike 40. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Mahomes to throw once more, letting one go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Let's go. Hey, Mike 40, Mike. Foxtrot.
You're not ready. You're not ready. 40's the mic. Squeeze.
Mahomes going to go on fourth down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts.
That's it,
and
baby.
in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Ready.
90,
Mike's 59.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson taking it in as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing too.
Oh, she's at least...
She's on like the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Baby, let's go. Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Baby.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
40's Mike right there. 40's Mike.
Hey, smoke in the weight room.
Mike 40. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Eyes up. Mike's
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, we're going Mike 40.
Mahomes now to throw. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn to either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Sliding out of the pocket. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Mahomes firing complete. 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
All day, baby, all day.
A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Yellow.
They'll run it with Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs gain a bit of respectability. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout,
because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out, and no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those change.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They go play action with Jackson.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Mahomes going to throw. That is incomplete. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Come on, D!
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. He takes it to the 15, a nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Just 2 minutes from Remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on second down, Mahomes, and that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Point after, right down the middle, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They run it again with Hill. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's going to fire one. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
Let's go. Let's
The
do
Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Okay.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Zoom. Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Here's Jackson to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Xavier Williams able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Jackson from the shotgun. Being chased out left. Shreds the tackle. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for the Ravens, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.